going to start where I left off the last time. In just this one neighborhood in near Chicago, they had about 100 yard sales, and I think we went to almost all of them. Now this lady has this yard sale every year, and she has a lot of new products, but she also had some vintage things. She had some vintage maps this time. I like to look at the old maps. I do like to look at the old maps, but then I saw that she had this cat book. It was a manual for cat owners, and you know how much I love cats. So I had to look at the cat book, and I did like that map from 1979. I didn't know what I'd use it for, so I didn't get it, but look at this postcard. She had just a random vintage postcard. A lot of these things were just random things. I mean, these are nice napkins for Halloween. They were probably from Home Goods from a couple of years ago, but she sells a lot of products. I think these were vintage ivory soaps, but I couldn't find a date on them, so I didn't know what year they were from, but I definitely know that this is a vintage heating pad from a long time ago. I mean, a long time ago. I remember when I was a kid, and we would have a vintage heating pad like this. I thought about getting it. I really thought about getting it, but I was not sure about the plug-in on it. You know how sometimes they might spark or something, so I wasn't that sure about getting that. But I still like to look at all the different things that she has. She has so many different things, and she usually tries to get up and, show you things and sell you things, but I think she was not in the best health this time, so she was sitting with her husband. But I was looking, I think those were narwhals. I wasn't sure, but that was an empty box. I thought it was a box of cards. I do have Memorex tapes. I don't even know what to do with the tapes that I have. But there's always something interesting to look at yard sales. This is Hello, My Little Pony Valentine's Day cards. And now, the night before, or the morning of this yard sale, it rained. It rained a lot, and I think a lot of people already had their stuff set out, and a lot of it got wet. And now I should have bought this bag. Look at the bag. It has cats on it, little cute cats, and then it has another one that says, "I'm feline, fine right now, meow." Love that. But this catitude. I have catitude. I do have catitude. But the next one is, I am a mermaid, unicorn, fairy princess. This is definitely the bag for me. I am a mermaid, unicorn, fairy princess. I definitely am. I should have bought that, but again, I'm trying not to get a lot of things that are not necessary in my life. Now, a lot of things that I buy at the yard sales are not necessary, but I can find a use for them. Now, this is another one that we went to, and I actually thought walking up to the sale that I was going to buy something, because I did see that she had this bowl set. I did like the bowl set. It was a Thanksgiving bowl set, and I'm almost positive it's redone. And it said grateful, give thanks, and Thanksgiving, and I honestly thought I was going to buy that. The whole set, I think she wanted $10 for, and I wasn't really sure if that was the best price I could have got or not, so that's why I didn't buy it. I wasn't that sure, but I did like the cups. Look at that, the spooky season, and it has the orange in the middle that had Halloween on it. It was $5 now. If it had said Hocus Pocus on it, I would have definitely bought that one. Definitely is still looking for the Hocus Pocus one. I would have definitely bought that one had it said Hocus Pocus, but it did not. But I do love looking at all of the decorations. Now this, I think they're window clings. I can never get window clings to stick to my windows. I don't know why. I just can't get them to stick to my windows. I love them. This Donald Duck has left over. And if you had just seen my shadow in that, I almost fell. I tripped over something and almost fell. I did see this box right here. This box, it was interesting, but it was just a box. It wasn't a box, a jewelry box or anything. It was just a box. Now I'm looking at, this is a fishing guide or something to tell you where the fish are. I always thought that if you just put a worm on your hook, the fish would come, but I guess that's not how you're supposed to fish. I don't know. They did have silverware. I did see some of the silverware, but this silverware, I don't think this was anything too special. I didn't see a name on it, and it had like a plastic grip, and it wasn't the spoon was not that heavy, so I did not think that this was silverware that was worth any money or worth my time in picking up, so I decided not to get that. I gotta move the microphone just a tad. I don't think the microphone is recording my voice that well today, but we're gonna move on because we have a lot more yard sales to get to today. A lot more yard sales to get to. So I'm still looking. I see that, they have different parts. This is I think it had something to do with a computer. And this was a VR headset, like a virtual reality headset. I don't have any experience with the virtuality headset, but I think if I did, I'd probably never take it off because you could wear it and just live in your own little fantasy world. I know that's kind of strange to say, but it's true. And he had a lawnmower, and he had some shoes, and just, I think that was a metal detector that was there. But we just decided to move on and go to the next yard sale. Now this is a yard sale that I love to go to every year. She has so many different things like antique and collector things, so I like to go to this one a lot. And this was like beer lights, like little Budweiser beer lights, and you get to see my feet in this one. I know, at least my toes were painted. They were painted in this one. But again, I love those trays. Look at those trays. I do like those trays. I do like coming to this yard sale. She has one, I think, twice a year. I used to have that Coca-Cola thing, by the way. I did have one like that, and I had to figure out why it said Pemberton on it. That is the guy that created Coca-Cola. That's why his name is on the bottle. But I thought this was a Cabbage Patch Kid. I thought it was a Cabbage Patch Kid, and it had a soft face. I'm like, oh my god, did I find one of the early Cabbage Patch Kids? But I did not see the signature on the butt. Now, was I wrong? Is that a real one, or is that something that somebody made? I was not sure, but they had a lot of Christmas ornaments and decorations at this sale. I think we were here last week, so it's still in September. But I remember having these bells when I was a little kid, and we had a lot more than 3, and we got them from Kmart. My mother bought them from Kmart the day after Christmas. I loved those bells. But I'm looking at all her Christmas decorations, and I'm not a big decorator for Christmas. I put up lights. We have a little tree, but I don't have a lot of knickknacks or anything that I put out for Christmas. I probably did when I was younger, but I don't have a lot of things for Christmas. I have a lot of Halloween stuff. I just don't have a lot of Christmas stuff. those Christmases, where I make my own decorations for the tree. Oh, look at that. Somebody had their picture with his Santa in the ornament. I just want one of those Christmases. That's what I want this year. So I think I'm going to get a big tree and decorate it myself. But this yard sale had all these pretty decorations. I love them so much. And it had a big bag. I think those were new. Now I've had shiny brights before. The Christmas ornaments, the shiny brights. I'm not a big shiny bright because they are glass. If they fall and break, it'll go everywhere and it might hurt the cat. So that's why I'm not doing glass ornaments anymore. Now I did find this village landscape. Look at these trees. I loved this. Look at these little bottle brush trees. I love the little bottle brush trees. I do. I'm just not very artistic when it comes to setting things up like that, but I'm sure I could have found something to do with those. But yes, look at all the decorations that she had out. All the decorations. Now this is the very first day of this yard sale, so I'm assuming that the next day a lot of these things were gone. They were probably gone. The prices weren't that bad. The prices were reasonable for a yard sale, I thought. But I was there to look that day. I did buy some stuff, just not at this yard sale. I thought this was really pretty. A little merry-go-round inside of the tree, and it had the reindeer and Santa on it. I did think that was really cute. I did like that a lot. In fact, I love all the decorations. I do. I love all the decorations. Oh, this is so pretty. Can you imagine hanging that like by your front door? That is like an old-time Christmas thing. That is a neat DIY project. That is a great DIY project for somebody. And look at the church back there. I had to show you this church. It is so pretty. It is plastic, of course, but I think it has lights on the inside that would light up. I think it did have lights to light up on the inside. But yeah, look at all these decorations, and I see an Annalie rabbit. I think that's what they're called, Annalie rabbits. Oh, this is cute. I forgot all about this. This is little shot glasses for every day of the week, but they were missing. I think it was missing Saturday. It had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, missing Saturday, and there's none on Sunday. So I think that's an Annalie rabbit. I think that's what that was. I do want to say that was an Annalie rabbit, and they had all these. Now we're getting into the Halloween stuff, into the pumpkins. They didn't have a lot of Halloween, but they had this little guy. He was so cute. He reminded me of Beetlejuice. But it was a cute little wooden figure. That was a cute little wooden figure. Now, does anybody ever go to a yard sale and think, now I know this is going to be weird to say, but think that there is something attached to the item that you buy at a yard sale? I know it's kind of weird, isn't it, to think that there's something attached to the item that you buy at a yard sale because you don't know where that item came from. I know it's kind of scary when you're thinking about Halloween and all of that. That's what I think sometimes. I know it's kind of weird, but we'll go on. I love this little tree, that little silver tree. And then she had the dark shadow videos. Look at the dark shadow. I love dark shadows, by the way. That is one of my favorite shows. I've never been able to see all of it, but the ones that I do catch, you don't really need a storyline to follow it. It's pretty simple, but I love to watch dark shadows, and I'd love to have the whole collector's pack so I can sit and binge watch it. It'd probably take me a year to sit and binge watch it, but I definitely would. a lot of vintage stuff, and actually I've got a lot of vintage stuff to show you that I'm going to put up for this Halloween. I've gotten such a late start on my Halloween decorating. It's ridiculous. We were supposed to already have gotten our pumpkin, but we didn't. Now I see this little baby's hat. Look at the little baby's hat. That is so cute. That must be very, very old. That looks like it's extremely old. But this place has so many different things to look at. So many different things to look at. I do like all of these ornaments though, and I've seen this before. It looks like Holly Hobby, but they're not Holly Hobby. It's just something extremely similar. And they were not glass ornaments. They were like a satin type ornament. So I wanted to look at these coasters. I think they were all Santa Claus coasters. So if you're having a Christmas party, all those big Santa Claus coasters that they had. And also, what are we looking at? Oh, those little angels. I thought those were so cute. Just little angels like to put on the side of a door or something. I thought those were extremely adorable. I did. But the thing under it, this under it, I did not think this was an ashtray. It's not an ashtray. I think it's a serving dish. It is from Treasure Craft, and I do believe it is a serving dish. I think it's like for hors d'oeuvres or for nuts or something, because it has all those little sections to it. That's what I think it is. I could totally be off the mark in that, but I think that's what it is. She did have a lot of glass, and I thought this Mary was really pretty. I did think that was really pretty. It just had a little chip on it. But so many different things, and I wanted to show you this lamp. I saw this lamp earlier, but I wanted to give you a better picture of it. It looks like it is a deer and its baby. Now, isn't that the cutest lamp you've ever seen? I did. I loved that lamp. But it is time to leave this sale and go on to the next one and see what we will possibly find in the next sale, because there's so many to go. So let's go to the next sale. Now, I say that I've been to these sales before because this is a sale that happens twice a year. It's a citywide yard sale, so it's like the same people have this sale every year, every time they have it. These ladies are extremely nice, and they have an eclectic thing. They just have all kinds of stuff. Look at this. Now, I loved that China coffee set, but I did not need one. But the little rose bowl that I'm about to pick up, this, I thought I was going to buy that. I tried to see where it was from, but I didn't want to take the sticker off. But I thought that was really pretty. I did. It just had nowhere to go in my house. It is. I think you have to have a certain look in the house for that to have looked good in. And my house, it verges on yard sale minimalism. It does. It really does. I used to collect glasses. I did. I was a big collector in glasses, actually. I used to have two big storage sheds. One because I would sell on eBay, which I don't sell much anymore, but I had so much stuff. I had so much stuff, and I collected a lot of glasses, a lot of glassware, and I never used it. So I think I'm going to carry that around a little while I look at all the other glasses. I think they were beer glasses, if I'm not mistaken. I think those were for like beer tastings. But I put the gravy boat. I'm going to take the gravy boat up to the lady and tell her that I'm going to get it, but I'm still going to look around. But I just wanted to set it up there, and she's like, oh yes, let me take that for you. So I gave that to her, and I started to look around, and they had the biolage. Now, I don't remember what kind that was, but I probably should have gotten that. It probably was a great deal for the biolage, but they had so much stuff. Just look at all the stuff that they have. And as I'm talking about this is the first day of the sale. It's on a Friday, and it's in the morning. So it's really before a lot of people get into the sale, the buying. So they hadn't sold a lot yet. So I was so happy about that, but I continue looking because I know I'm going to find something interesting. I will find something interesting. I don't know what it's going to be, but I will find something. She did have all of these computer games. Now, I think these are obsolete because I know my computer does not have a CD-ROM on it. I have nowhere to put a disc in my computer. So I'm pretty sure these are obsolete unless you have an older computer or unless you know how to use them, which I obviously don't. So I did leave them, and I'm sure somebody's going to buy them. Somebody is going to buy them and either use them or resell them, because this one was all about languages. It taught you all different languages. And so did that one. So I know somebody is going to buy those. I just had no use for it. And we just got a vacuum, so I didn't need a vacuum. But I look over at the games, and I see this little teddy bear, and he is adorable. He's a papyrus. He's a little papyrus teddy bear. And he was really cute. And I saw the Bears trivia game. But under that, I saw the Blackhawks Monopoly game, and it was still sealed. I know you're probably thinking, big deal, it's a Blackhawks Monopoly game. Well, I am in Chicago. And the Blackhawks, everybody loves the Blackhawks in Chicago. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people like the Blackhawks in Chicago, and it is sealed. And they only want $5. They only wanted $5 for it. Now, I know we would either play this game or I could at least get $20 out of it if I resold it. So I decided to get it. I don't know why I'm looking at the baseball glove. I'm not getting the baseball glove. I was just seeing if it was signed or anything. But I'm putting everything else back so people can have a chance to look at this stuff. But I'm going to buy the Blackhawks Monopoly game. I'm probably going to keep it. But if I don't keep it, like I said, I definitely know that I could sell it for at least $20. So I put that over there by my gravy boat, and I continue to look around. Like I said, this yard sale, they have so much different stuff to look at. They have clothing, they have jewelry, they have all kinds of different things. So as I'm looking around, I'm seeing, what is that? That looks like a little koala bear. I love little were selling a lot of this stuff. And I saw these little cross-stitch kits. I love looking at cross-stitch kits. I love them. I used to sell them all the time when I sold on eBay. I used to sell cross-stitch kits all the time. So I picked this up. I saw one, Rose Priscilla. I think they are both, I don't know, but that one is, they're both Christmas themed, so I know I'll be able to get more than I paid for them. So I asked her how much that they were. And she come over and I think she said $2 a piece. I think she said they were $2 a piece. So I continue looking around. I'm going to get those, but I continue looking around and I'm looking at the wallets. That is a pretty wallet. I used to have a white one like that. I used to have a white one like that. God, that was about 40 years ago. But I'm looking at all the different wallets and stuff. And it's not like I need a wallet. I just thought they were interesting looking, so I'm looking at all of them. And also, they're all brand new. They looked like they were all brand new, like nobody had ever used them. Like nobody had ever used them. And I'm looking at the backpacks. They have a Blackhawks backpack. And that would have been a good backpack. It was just really, really dirty. And I'm not good at cleaning backpacks. They had another one. Actually, I have a new pink backpack. Why can't I say that word? Backpack. I have a new pink backpack that I got from a Jaymee haul. But this was a pretty plate, a very pretty plate, and it was marked. It was marked. It was very pretty. Like I said, for these type of things, you don't necessarily need the type of house for that, but you need some type of collection, I think, to put in that, and it would not just look good sitting on my table. I have a Bible on my living room table from 1865. I think you've seen it before. I love that Bible. I got that at an estate sale. I did. I buy a lot of things at garage sales and estate sales. I'm just now starting to get into buying new stuff because I am getting older and I figure if I buy it new, it might last me for the rest of my life. I don't know. I don't know if that's good reasoning for that or not. But I thought that was really pretty. Look at that. I think you could set a candle in that. That's what that looked like to me. But at this yard sale, like I said, they are moving stuff out of the house and they're selling stuff. And I saw this table of jewelry and I wanted to stop and look at it. Immediately, it caught my eye. Like it looked 80s. Everything here looked like something that I would have worn in the 80s. Looking back at it, I actually regret I did not get these. I thought those were nice. I regret not getting those, but I did not get those. But I did get these. I did get these. Look at those. Aren't those magnificent? Now, they are clip earrings. They are clip, but they are absolutely beautiful. And like I said, they all looked 80s to me, so definitely I was intrigued. And I asked her how much they were, and they were $1 a pair. Now, I love those. I love those. I love the tingling on them. I love the little horses they have on them. I just love those. Am I ever going to wear them? Yes, I will definitely be wearing those sometime, somewhere in the next 25 years. I absolutely, definitely will be wearing those sometime. Exactly. But I thought they were cute, so I decided to get those. I wish I would have gotten these too. I do wish I would have gotten these. They remind me of a 1980s dance party. They absolutely do. But I couldn't get the back off. yard sales like in the same alley. But this lady, the whole time that I was at this yard sale, she kept talking about how she was on Chicago Fire. She kept saying that she was playing this one part on Chicago Fire, and she kept talking about it the entire time I was there. She was talking to another lady. Now, if you've ever watched my videos before, I live across the street from an actor who has been in Chicago Fire and Chicago Med. He recently left that, and he's actually filming a movie right now, but I'm listening to her talk about all of this, and I'm looking at all of these Starbucks mugs. I'm really interested in the San Francisco one. I asked her how much they were, and I think they were $5. But I kept listening to her talk about this, and as I'm walking over, I'm looking at the mugs right now, but I'll be walking over by her in a minute, and I ask her if she happens to know my neighbor. I mention his name, and she goes, "No, I've never heard of him," or whatever. And I'm like, "Well, he is in Chicago Fire and Chicago Med." And she goes, "Oh, you mean him?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so I don't think she was ever in one of those. I think she was just telling the lady she was. But anyway, so I see this old phone, and I started dialing it. Does anybody remember what these phones are? Nobody remembers what those phones are. But yeah, this yard sale just had me in. It made me feel cringy a little bit because she was talking about that. And I kind of caught her in a lie when I mentioned him, because if she was in those shows, she probably would have known him. I think everybody, if I said who he was, everybody would probably know who he was. But anyway, this yard sale it got me because she started talking about that. But anyway, I just started looking at the stuff. There was anything there that I really wanted. But they had two other little yard sales in the alley, because in Chicago we have a lot of alleys. That's where people's garages are. But I'm going to end this part of this video, and I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave me a comment. It really does help a lot. And there will be another part 3 to this massive citywide yard sale stuff, and in that part I will be doing my haul. So I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you all for watching these videos, and if you like them, please leave a like. Comments are lovely. I love to read the comments. I need the feedback, so leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to. And there will be a lot more yard sales, estate sales, and shop with me's. We're going to be doing a lot of different things. So thank you very much, and